Okay, example 2 here says given the perimeter of my triangle MMP is 60. So now let me take a look. So MMP is right here. Let me highlight it. MMP. Let's say that the perimeter is 60, meaning that all sides adds up to 60. Let me label this. All sides adds up to 60. And we're trying to find my angle measurement of MP, MP, and XY. Okay, let's take a look at the first one that we're trying to find. Let me go ahead and highlight it in blue. So let me try to find my length of MP. I'm also trying to find my length of MP. And lastly, I'm also trying to find my length of XY. Okay, these are all the theories that I'm trying to find. Now, we're only giving one piece of information other than 60 here, which is that MN equals 24. Now, with this piece of information right here, if we take a look at it, you'll realize that MN right here is actually a mixed segment because M is the midpoint of YX and N is the midpoint of YZ. So therefore, if this is the mixed segment, then this means that this line will be parallel to this line, and also that this length right here is half of the length of my larger side, which means that this here must be 24 and this here must be 24 because they are equal length, right? Because if they are equal length and this is going to be double the length of this right here, then this means that whatever this value is, it will just be one of them will be 24 and the other one will be 24 as well. So let me go ahead and label this. Now this is one piece of information that we have. Now let's take another one. We'll take a look at another one, okay? Now, if we take a look at this, well, if we go ahead and look at it, at the very bottom of here, we have YZ, which equals to 44. Now, if you take a really detailed look, you'll realize that MP right here is also a mixed segment because M is the midpoint of YX and P is the midpoint of XZ. So this means that YZ is double the length of MP. So 44 divided by 2 will make this length right here as 22. Okay. Now we have to successfully figure out our measurement of MP. Let me write it down. MP is 22. Let's take a look at the last side we have. Now to figure out the last side, which I mean by MP, in order to figure this out, I need to figure out using this information right here, which is that my triangle MMP is equal to 60. Now, if everything of my perimeter of my triangle MMP is 60, then I can set up an equation like 22 plus 24 equals 60 plus the missing variable, let's say x, which is MP in this case. Now, in order to figure out x, I will just go ahead and take my calculator. I'm going to do 60 minus 22 minus 24. This will give me my x, or my MP here, as the value of 14. So I'm going to go ahead and label this right here, 14. Now, if you go ahead and take a look again, we realize that MP right here, MP, is also another mixed segment because N is the midpoint of YZ, and P right here is the midpoint of XZ, right? Now, using this information, after I know that this is a mixed segment, I know that this segment is half the length of this segment right here, which means that this is 14 right here, then this is 14 right here, and this is 14 right here. Which, the other piece of information that we have to find, actually, I forgot to label here, okay. MP, we figure out it was 14, and the last piece of information that we had to figure out was XY, which we can figure out easily. We can just do 14 plus 14. So my XY here is 14 plus 14, which is 28. Now this question, the only difficult part is that you just have to take a look and figure out that they are midpoints, and then you just have to use your triangle mixed segment theorem, and the rest should be very easy to find.